Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about Workhorse stock. Do I think Workhorse stock is a buy at $22.82? Is there an update on the Usps contract? I think Workhorse stock is going to be a top EV company? I hope to answer all these questions for you guys by the end of the video. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Let's go on our invest journey together. So, a lot of people have been talking about Workhorse stock lately. The news on Workhorse actually in itself has been pretty quiet. There hasn't really been any updates about the USPS contract, but taking a look at the 5-year chart, guys, this thing IPO'd December 11th of 2015, basically up 286% ever since its IPO. But over the last year, it's experienced a lot of growth, up 740%, and the 3-month chart's up 32%. And it's leading people to ask the question, is Workhorse stock worth a buy at $22.77? I do think Workhorse stock is worth a buy at the current price it's sitting at. Obviously, everything I say in my videos, guys, is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason I think Workhorse stock is a good buy right now is, one, they're in talks with a huge company, which is USPS, about rolling out 180,000 delivery vehicles. It's an absolutely huge deal. It's a $6 to $7 billion contract. And if Workhorse stock does land this deal, guys, it is actually going to be huge for the company itself. But I am still bullish on Workhorse as a company, even without the USPS contract. You guys have to understand that Workhorse stock in itself is still a very good company. The service that they're offering in their business model is a very good one. If you guys don't know what Workhorse stock actually does, they produce electric delivery vehicles, right? So that's a huge market, guys. If you take a look all over the world, delivery vehicles are used absolutely everywhere. So the fact that Workhorse is basically have a running electric delivery van that's been proven to work, it's been tested, and it actually has a lot more grounded miles than like a lot of other EV companies like Tesla Cybertruck and stuff like that. Workhorse's trucks are not prototypes. They're actually running delivery trucks, which is absolutely huge for Workhorse stock in itself. I know a lot of people are waiting on an update for the USPS contract. It's kind of the biggest surrounding piece of news that people have been waiting for as far as the stock goes. It did just get an analyst upgrade recently, saying that Workhorse stock is still a very good stock to pick up. Even though they don't get the USPS contract, guys, the service that they're offering is absolutely huge. You have to understand, there's so many big-time companies out there that use delivery vans. There's USPS, there's Amazon, there's FedEx, there's UPS. There's so many big-time companies, and the fact that these delivery vans that run fully on battery are able to save these companies a lot of money. They're also able to save maintenance costs, and it's also easier for the drivers because, you know, updated features and just overall better cars in itself. So Workhorse does offer a valuable product. I still do think it's going to take Workhorse some time to actually get itself going on the road, but I do see Workhorse stock being a very good buy here. And I do see the stock going somewhere up to $40 to $50 a share in the next couple of years. Right now, I do think Workhorse stock is currently undervalued at its current price. I think Workhorse stock, as a reflection of itself, guys, for the product that they're offering and their business model that they're following, it still has a lot of room to grow from here. You guys have to understand that the EV market is blowing up like crazy, and the EV market in itself is starting to mature. A lot of big-time investors are starting to sink lots of funds into in these EV stocks because they know that there's a lot of long-term potential growth in these EV stocks. You guys have to understand that we're in the midst of a pandemic right now, and a lot of EV companies have experienced a lot of growth, even in the midst of a pandemic, and being able to expand and put up reasonable numbers on their earnings. I know Workhorse stock's earnings were not that good, but for me, I'm not really too bothered about their earnings right now. What I'm actually basically looking for as Workhorse stock is being able to produce more vehicles, which a lot of analysts say they hopefully can do by 2021 or even in early 2022. Being able to produce more vehicles, working out the kinks on their vehicles. And I know the stock hasn't been doing so well ever since the short seller basically made a report saying that Workhorse stock is overstating its technical prowess, that their vehicles cannot do the job that USPS want them to do. That's why the contract has been delayed. I don't really agree with the short seller, but I know that as far as the short seller goes, guys, you guys always have to keep in consideration that their main intent is to drive the stock price down, not up. So I always take what they say with a grain of salt. Now, I'm not saying they're wrong or right, but I am saying I always do take what they say with a grain of salt. But I still do think Workhorse stock is worth a buy at $22.85 because the thing is, this stock has not reached the pinnacle of its growth yet. This company in itself still has so much more to do for itself. The market that they're entering, which is the EV market, especially the specific niche that they're entering, which is delivery vans, guys, is going to be a huge market, and it's currently untapped. There's not a single company out there that has one that's made, ready to go. I know Ford is dropping one as well, but those are just speculations, and I know they have the schematics, but you have to think that Workhorse's C650 and the C1000, the two delivery vans that they have, are already grounded. They've already passed all their certifications, and they're already driving, right? So I think Workhorse's main thing that they should be doing right now is being able to expand as much as possible, keeping the brand name clean, and continuing to produce more vehicles, which is why a lot of people are actually not bullish on Workhorse stock, is because they feel the need that Workhorse stock is not ramping up its production. They feel like Workhorse stock and Workhorse as a company needs to start producing more vehicles and needs to start getting more vehicles on the road, so that way it can build better accountability and a better name for itself to make companies want to come to Workhorse to sign more deals. But like I said, even though Workhorse stock does not get the USPS deal, I do still think that Workhorse stock is worth the buy. I do think Workhorse stock is actually going to get the USPS deal. Like I said, Workhorse stock is the only company that's tucking up with USPS that actually has running electric battery powered delivery vans, and that's a huge game changer right there, guys. But with that being said, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Workhorse stock. Do you think Workhorse stock is a buy at $22.89? Do you think Workhorse stock is going to get the USPS deal? If you guys own Workhorse stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. And with that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.